Good morning, Scorpio. I'm Kay with Intuition Tarot, and just letting everybody know this first week that this channel was active about a year ago under the name Mona Lisa Tarot, and then I kind of went on hiatus because I had a lot of stuff come up in my personal life and just went on to different things. So I'm starting it back up now, and hopefully things will proceed in a forward-moving fashion, if I'm making any sense. Again, Kay with Lit Intuition Tarot. This morning I'm going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Consider it like the ultimate love reading because it explores many different aspects of a connection. Now, while a lot of people do watch these readings for the sake of romantic relationships, please keep in mind they can also apply to family connections, friendships, or even business partnerships. So please just take the messages as they resonate. I'm just going through my shuffling here. I like to do it on camera so that my readings are transparent. And as I continue to shuffle, I would like to mention that any information that you would like about me or this channel is in the See More box below. There are instructions there for how to donate to the channel if you're inspired to do so. Also a link to my website where you can book a personal reading with me. Right now I'm doing Zoom meetings, however that may branch out. 3 more to go, into pre-recorded readings in the future. Also, I offer personalized avatar birth charts, where I create an avatar of you and place it in a zodiac wheel that shows where all the important placements of the planets, since everything else are where at the moment you were born. Okay. So, Scorpio, if you do like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share, comment, whatever you'd like. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check your other sign placements as those videos are uploaded. Okay, so now let's get started. I'm going to say a quick prayer and then go ahead and proceed with the reading. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, divine ancestors, and universe, thank you for your many blessings. Please assist me in enforcing the decree that anything or anyone that is here without your or my express consent, invitation, or permission must leave now. Thank you, Spirit. Please guide my hands, the cards, and my actions today to best reflect your intent and will, and to reflect clarity and truth. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Okay, Scorpio, so I'm going to be working on angles a little bit and stuff too with my new webcam, so bear with me. Things will smooth out with time. So I'm going to lay out the cards first, and then I will go ahead and interpret them. Okay, I love this deck. I'm using the Tattoo Tarot today, as I believe I previously mentioned, but maybe not, while I was shuffling. I do have a list of all the decks that I use in the description box below. Okay, Scorpio, we are getting there. I don't know if you can see my cat in the background, but just so you know, yeah, his name is Cain, C-A-I-N, like Cain in the Bible, and that's not because I wanted him to have, you know, a bad rap. It's because his name was Candy Cane at the homeless shelter where I rescued him, and it just didn't seem appropriate because he was kind of a street cat, a little bit aggressive at first, although he's a sweetheart now, and Candy Cane just seemed really insulting to him, so I changed the spelling of Cain and got the candy out, and now his name seems to suit him quite well. So the final card I'm going to lay face down, so neither one of us will see it until the end, and that's going to be the final outcome of the connection. Okay. Please keep in mind that I do not attempt to directly telepathically connect with the other person in the relationship. I read the energy that's implied by the card and their spot. I do explain my reasons for that in depth on my webpage below if you do click on that to book a reading or just to get some more information, okay? So I just wanted to get that out there as well. For the past state of this connection or relationship that may be on your mind, we have the Ace of Swords. This is air energy, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. A truth might have come to light about this connection. This could be, the beginning of the connection started out in some kind of way, some kind of clarity, like an epiphany, or just realizing that this person was someone that you wanted to be connected to or could love or work with. So that's a good start. For the present now, we have the King of Cups. I see this as Scorpio or Pisces energy. Can also imply Cancer, but I do tend to see the cardinal signs of an element as being the queens, but take that as it resonates. So for the present, the King of Cups is an energy, and gender doesn't matter, of course, in tarot. It's an energy of having deep feelings and emotions, but being stable about them, being a master of your feelings, and it does imply that there is a deep connection there. However, the King of Cups is always very demonstrative about those feelings. Now, you are showing up in the reading as the World. Major Arcana for fixed signs, so that being Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. Scorpio, you may be... Well, we'll see how the rest of these cards go. I mean, I am looking at them and taking them into account, but it can mean a few different things. You may have recently ended something, a major cycle in your life, and ascended to another level where you want to start new, tying things up and moving forward. For your partner or the other person in the connection, we have the Emperor, Major Arcana for Aries energy. Pisces got that too in the same position, which is interesting. So if you have any Pisces placements, you might want to check out that reading as well. The other person in this connection is feeling very powerful, confident in themselves. It can imply someone who tends to be somewhat rigid or controlling, but it doesn't have to be, especially since it's upright. It could just mean that this person is very set and determined on the path that they want this connection to take, and sort of taking the reins. Now moving on to the positives of the connection, we have the Three of... I'm sorry. I will get better at that, you guys. The Three of Cups. Cancerian energy. You guys have a very light and easy flow of communication. If it's a romantic interest, then very flirty kind of vibe. You might have fun just going out together and having coffee or a drink, or gathering together with friends. You might have mutual friends. The Three of Cups can also talk about reconciliation in the sense. So if this was a connection that you previously had walked away from, then the positive could be that you have reunited with this energy. Now, tying in with the World card, saying that you were completing something, it doesn't have to indicate that this may have been a relationship that you actually ended with the intent of never going back to it. It could have just been that a certain chapter in this connection closed and things were realized and enlightenment came, and so you're starting out with a new energy if this is about a reconciliation of some type, so keep that in mind. Negatives of the connection, we have the Lovers, Major Arcana for Gemini energy. Okay, so the Lovers as a negative. implies that there could be temptation from other influences. So it could be another person. It could just be a third party in a sense that's not personal. The Lovers does imply that there's a strong soulmate bond. Usually when you see the Lovers get involved, though, it can be complicated. Even if this person could be a soulmate or a twin flame, for instance, or someone that you're supposed to work with, or an important member of your family that you can't just get rid of or walk away from for whatever reason. It may be that it's important, this relationship, it's important which way you go, whether or not you pursue it or decide to leave it behind. And the fact that it's a negative, often we can tend to see certain connections in our life, in our lives, as being burdensome in the sense that, you know, yeah, I have this connection to this person, but I really wish I didn't, because it's causing some difficulty or some emotional pain. Take that as it resonates. Hopes. 8 of Coins. This is Virgo energy. So you or the other person involved is hoping that with the proper work and, you know, application of effort, that this connection will be lucrative, whether, you know, whether financially or spiritually or emotionally, that, you know, just working hard will accomplish the end goal, I want to say, but I don't really know if there's an end goal in relationships per se. I think that y'all probably kind of know what I'm saying, though. I don't want to over-explain. Like I said, I've been away from filming readings for a year, so I'm a little bit rusty, so just bear with me here. Next we have Fears, and there's the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is Aries energy, and of course I like to mention the signs for those that it may be a confirmation for, but it's not always significant as far as the actual sign of anyone involved. It can, you know, it just implies an energy. As a fear, I see this tying in with the Lovers being a negative. There could be a fear that the other person in the connection might choose to walk away and end the connection. Or it could just simply be the fear of making a choice, period. You know, if you or the other person is someone who kind of tends to like to keep their options open, perhaps definitely choosing one path or the other could lock them down and eliminate some possibilities. My cat is biting my toes right now. Stop it. Good grief. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why he does that, but I guess it's just a cat thing. Okay, moving on. So aim. What to aim for in this connection currently? We have the Two of Cups. That's lovely. Cancerian energy. So for the aim, you want to really attempt to connect with this person in an equal give and take kind of fashion, where there's an equal exchange of, you know, emotional expression and affection and love. And of course, if it's more of a professional relationship, it's just about really trying to see the person, see eye to eye with the person and connect with them on a personal level. Now moving on to what to avoid, we have the Chariot. Major Arcana for Cancerian energy. So although you are aiming to connect with the person and establish a deeper bond, you want to avoid trying to just rush forward towards some kind of victory. So say you're interested in commitment or marriage and you're not sure how the other person feels. You don't want to push that agenda right away. You don't want to just try to, you know, control things with your willpower. Yeah, that's what I'm getting off of that. The next card in the spread is going to represent environmental factors. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I see this as being a Jupiter ruled card, therefore I can associate it at times with Sagittarius. However, it's often also associated with fixed signs. So again, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and oh my goodness, Scorpio. Okay, that's embarrassing because this is a Scorpio reading and it totally slipped my mind, but moving on. As an environmental factor, it seems that luck is turning in favor of the connection. Circumstances surrounding you or the other person involved are turning for the better. Maybe receiving good karma for past actions and intentions. And yeah, so things are set. The stage is set for a positive and fulfilling connection. Other people that could be influencing the situation. We have the Hanged Man, major arcana for Pisces energy. A lot of water in this reading. So the Hanged Man, besides being Pisces energy, it can imply that someone who's involved in the connection somehow, periphery, maybe friend, family member, ex-lover, etc., could be. Let me meditate on this for just a second. Okay, so someone is seeing your connection from, a different perspective, that they may want to contribute to let you, kind of enlighten you to see things in a different way. Obviously, the Hanged Man can also talk about being stuck or making a sacrifice, kind of choosing to remain still in a situation until things become clear. So there may be someone who, it's never anyone else's job to pass judgment on a connection that doesn't involve them. But if this is someone close to you or the other person, then they may just be kind of, withholding judgment, and their opinion might be important to one or the other of you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have popped up in this reading. So that person might be withholding judgment until they're able to see things clearly. Then we are moving on to act, an action implied, so maybe like an advice type of card. We have the Queen of Cups, which I see as Cancerian energy. The Queen of Cups is very loving. And this particular deck, the Tattoo Tarot, she's holding the cup close to her, almost in a protective kind of fashion. But again, the Queen of Cups is very sweet, and she's intuitive, nurturing, creative. So as far as an action to take, even while maybe not completely giving all of your cup at first and rushing forward with that Chariot, more Cancerian energy as we saw before, you want to be loving and giving to, toward this connection or person. However, always try not to lose your head. And we have unknown factors next. The Devil. I like this card in this deck. It's well done. Capricorn energy, major arcana. Unknown factors could be, well, to me, the Devil always implies something that you're attached to, and it can be an addiction, codependency, just sort of unhealthy behaviors, toxicity. It can talk about jealousy, anger. So this person or you might have some ties to things that can interfere with the relationship. And that's something to keep an eye out for, red flags. It's not just a fear here, it's an unknown factor, so it's saying that it is something that is present in the relationship and that could come up at some point and cause issues. Now, if you have any addictions or things in your life that you feel moved to remove and, are not always ready, it could just also, be kind of a nudge to maybe take a look at that. And if the other person has any of those connections or toxicities, then obviously you can't make the person look at themselves or do anything about it. But as an unknown factor, it's something to be aware of that might come up. And then final outcome, which I've asked Spirit to provide for the next 6 weeks to 3 months, I don't know what it is either, so let's find out. Keep in mind too, obviously, tarot's for entertainment purposes only, and outcomes are not completely set, as free will is always at play. So this is just going to be the final outcome for the next, few weeks, according to the way that the current energy is already flowing at this time. And we have the Five of Wands. Leo energy. Five of Wands, book meaning is conflict and competition. I don't just read the book meanings, however. I'm tying this Five of Wands in with this Devil card, perhaps even the Lovers and the Two of Wands. There's a lot of emotion here, and there's a lot of motivation to make things work, and a push to really get to know this person intimately, and there's good luck surrounding the connection. But it looks like you might run into a rough patch here in the near future, where there are going to be some issues involving perhaps other people, causing drama, inner conflicts, arguments, that type of thing. The Five of Wands to me isn't a very, very forceful, like it might imply conflict and competition, but it's not like sort of a deal breaker card. A lot of passionate and interesting and beneficial relationships do contain an amount of conflict or competition as it grows, and you're starting to realize what the stakes are, and what you want and what you're willing to fight for and what you're not. That concludes the reading, Scorpio. Again, if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, check out your other placements, get a personal reading from me, donate to the channel, check out my decks, etc. below. And thank you for your time and attention, and I'll see you guys soon.